Sahana Vavatu Sahano Bhunaktu Saviryam Karavavai Tejasvinavaditamas Ma Vidvishavai Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. So we chant shlok number 5 and 6. Apare yamitastvanyam prakritim me param Jeeva bhutam mahabaho yayedam dharyate jagat etad yonini bhutani sarvani tyupadharaya aham krishnasya jagata Prabhava pralayastata. So in this way, Bhagavan, he promises that he resolves, he does a sankalpa, that I'm going to tell you something. I'm going to tell you about Jnanam and Vijnanam. Jnana is that which is a very important intellectual understanding. That understanding has got to be done by the intellect, and therefore it is called Jnanam. Seeing is by eyes, hearing is by ears, and in the same way, understanding any kind of knowledge has to be by your intellect. In fact, intellect is so important that there is a very famous prayer where every child is motivated to pray for good intellect. It is called Gayatri Mantra, and Gayatri Mantra, in that the last line is Dhyo Yonaf Prachodayat. O God, Dhiya, my intellect, please make it sharp. Please, awaken it properly. I normally keep on remaining in a slumber. And a person who is not using his intellect properly is influenced by the world, the things of the world, or your experiences. There are so many kinds of experiences. We get influenced and impressed by the experiences. Experiences coming to your life is obvious. You are a living being, and therefore experiences are definitely going to come to you. But when experiences come in your life, what is important is to understand that experience, analyze that experience, see the secret of that experience, do the validity, veracity of that experience. And that has to be done by an intelligent intellect. Those whose intellect is not properly enlightened, they are not aware, they take experiences as a valid proof. Experiences, they're always very momentary. Experiences are always of things which are extraneous. There is one experiencer and there is one object of experience. That object of experience can be something which we see, which we eat, which we hear, or which we experience in a body. Suppose there is pain. When there is pain in your body and you are experiencing that, oh, I've got terrible pain. In my stomach, I think, the pani puri is jumping in my stomach. I can experience. My stomach is having gas. Lot of air is coming. The things have got disturbed. My stomach is thinking, what the hell, what has these guys eaten yesterday? I don't know. They are dumping everything inside me and I've got to take care of this. Whether it is carbohydrates, minerals, salts or sugar, whatever it is. They just enjoy, till the time their tongue is there. Thereafter only I have to take care. So the stomach is saying, these people, they are insensitive to me. They keep on dumping and thereafter I experience something. Experience can be of the body. Experience can be like, I'm having some pain after this chikungunya in the knee, in the bones, joints. So this chikungunya brings over a lot of pain, especially in your joints. So all my joints, they're not comfortable and I can experience. I can experience any physical pain in my body. I can experience the emotional upheavals in my mind, in my heart. Suppose, you're very near and dear, some loving person is not well, or he or she is missing you. When are you going to come back? You have gone so far away, you have forgotten me, and I'm remembering you. Now you also remember, like a good person, like a good, caring, loving person, you also remember. And maybe you are missing that person also. The loving company of a near and dear ones. So there is some pain in the level of your heart also. Suppose you are not able to understand certain principle very nicely. What is Para-Prakruti? Para-Prakruti I am not able to understand very nicely. And that confusion can bring about disturbance in your experiences. Discomfort inside. So, uncordial situation, painful situation can be at the level of outside relationships, finances, money, business, stomach, your joints, your heart, or your intellect. Any level, whenever there is some discomfort, there's no clarity is there, that thing will always bring about some pain. So experience of pain, what we are talking about is experience of pain. Experience of pain is possible at any level, and that is what life is about. We keep on experiencing so many problems. But in case, if your intellect is wise, in case if your intellect is smart, intelligent, then what happens? You understand that pain properly and can manage it. Lot of pain in the stomach, he says, don't worry, no problem. I will take this medicine and I will take this thing, or I will drop one day food. Maybe I will start do some fasting, and my stomach will have some rest and it will become all right. That is what Asanga used to do. First of all, he used to go outside and eat nicely. Kachori, samosa, masala tea. He made friends with all these people. In the afternoon, after lunch, he used to disappear and make friendship with all these people. I told him that is not good. Don't do it. You are wearing these orange clothes and there is a tradition. There is a respect for these things. People don't expect Swamis to stand on the shop anywhere and take masala chai. It is not a good thing. No one is doing that. No Swami in the ashram is doing that. If they want, they can make it here. But standing on the road, a Swami is standing on the road and having jalebi, samosa, kachori, it's not something expected. But he made friends, and he used to enjoy. At least I have come to Indore, let me see Indore. Let me experience Indore. And sometime he got stomach problem. Guruji, my stomach is not all right. I'll take some rest. Says, okay. Anything we can serve you, anything which you want to eat. No, don't want to eat anything. One day, no eating. And then my stomach will be all right. Or he used to take charcoal tablets. Charcoal tablet. Once my stomach got problem, he gave me so many charcoal tablets. He says, you take these 10 charcoal tablets together. He says, 10. I say, yes. This is 10 kg per tablet. And you are 100 kg. So 10 tablets. So 10 tablets I took. And I did not die. I thought, what's going to happen? But I was all right, and the stomach problem also became all right. So nice medicine. So many a time, these kind of experiences are there. And in case if your intellect is smart, then you find the solution of that problem. The problem comes when your intellect is not smart. When your intellect is not understanding the problem. At that time, any experience, it becomes very overwhelming. And you have to keep on suffering and trying various experiments. And when we have some terrible, let us take an example, that I had a business and my business became a failure. Whatever happened in the country, in the city, I had to close it down. And thereafter, I was having problem. How to take care of my family, how to take care of my finances. The country, the Russia has gone to war with Ukraine. And the president says that we are going to fight. For the prestige of the country. Nobody can dare, the NATO cannot, keep on bullying the Russian people. So the Russians are going to fight. Come on, my countrymen, buckle up, and we are going to give these rascals a good fight. And then, the Russia goes on war with these fellows. But then in that process, the entire economy is going down. The ruble rate is going down. The US dollar is going down. The businesses, they are stopping, and everybody has to prepare to join the army very quickly. So they are asking that, so many people are getting lost. So you have to help your country at this moment. So better be prepared to join the army. Now, whatever the problems are there, some political problem, national problem, they come. But in the process, my business has stopped. What am I going to do? So there's a lot of stress in the mind. Stress is such an issue which brings about so many kind of diseases also. A stressed mind, whenever the mind is stressed, is not finding a way out. It's not discovering some solution, what to do. So that mind which is under a burden, under stress, not finding solution, but still they have to live and take care of all their responsibilities. The consequence of that is that the body gets stressed. Stressful mind will bring about lot of diseases. And those diseases which are induced by stress, they are called psychosomatic diseases. Psycho means the mind, somatic means concerning the body. So there is a very intimate connection with the body and mind. In case if your mind is disturbed, then so many problems come. Blood pressure can increase, heart rate can increase. When there is stress, diabetes can increase. Suddenly your blood sugar level will increase. Your sleep will be disturbed. Your work will be affected. Your smile won't be there. You'll always be depressed. Anybody coming and asking, how are you? It seems you are not well. Why are you so disturbed? Believe in God, relax. So many people, they will come and give their advice. Because the body will get disturbed, will get diseased. Look at the face of that person. Face is like the dashboard of the car. When the car is full, the stomach is full, suddenly bright, smile. And when you are hungry, the face, the eyes, the hands, everything without energy. So the body reflects the state of mind very clearly. And you have got a problem outside, and it is becoming such a burden that different parts of the body will have problems. Alexei had a problem, back pain, terrible back pain he had. And when he had back pain, and no medicine will work. Because it is not the body, is nothing wrong with body. He's got a good physical body. Fit. He can walk, he can run, he can climb mountains. He can do Tai Chi. All these things. He's fit. No problem. But the pain which has been induced by a disturbed mind, a mind which is not getting answers to your business, suddenly everything is falling down. All your investments are becoming nullified. You have only limited amount of money. You don't have the money of Elon Musk, billions and billions. We all have limited money, and we have to manage our houses, our families, our business only in that. We people here, sannyasis, we also have very limited money. And we have to run the entire ashram. We have to feed all the students and Daya, everyone, and the birds. So our birds are also fed properly. Daya is also fed properly. We see to it that all our students who are coming here, they go back healthy, without any diseases. We assure that your water is also purified fully, reverse osmosis process, RO, boiling. So all kind of arrangements we do so that we also don't get ill. And you also, fellows who's coming here to study, they're also fine. So you have to take care of so many things. You have to see that everybody in every room gets internet. Everything is costly. Nothing comes free. There's nothing called free breakfast. Every breakfast has a price tag. Some people appreciate and they can contribute. Some people they don't appreciate. So Shivji ka Bhandara. It's all free for all. This is nothing free for all. If you are stupid, if you think that everything is free, how can everything be free? Who is giving anything free to me? The government is charging. We are giving taxes. We have to pay the municipality for the road, for the water, for the electricity, for the internet, everything. Suppose I am not able to do it. Problem. Problems, they are problems only when my intellect is not knowing a way out. Suppose you have a problem, but your intellect is wise, is intelligent. In case if your intellect is intelligent, then he says, problem is no problem. Problem, I will find a solution. So this finding this solution for any problem in life, that is the department of intellect. Intellect is something very important. Never take an experience on its face value. I got an experience. I think, today I saw God. You got a very good experience. And I think that, today Shivji came in my meditation. And I got the light. Did you see Shivji completely? No, I just saw his aura. He was coming, so I saw the light. And by the time, I opened my eyes, he disappeared. So complete Shivji I did not see. A little bit Shivji I saw. I saw my Atma. Whenever I turn to Atma, pain goes. And what happened to Atma later on? Atma also gone, Pain also gone, Atma also gone. So what are you living? You are living in a perishable world. Everything is changing, it is coming and going. So your intellect needs to be more intelligent. So Bhagwan says in this chapter, I am going to tell you about Jnanam and Vijnanam. Vijnana is experiences. And Jnana is intellectual understanding. In case if your understanding is proper, that is intellectual understanding. Yesterday Tim was asking whether this thing can be seen by the intellect, by the mind. Definitely it has to be. Bhagwan himself is saying, I am going to tell you about Jnanam, something which has to be appreciated by the intellect. In case if you don't understand that which is beyond mind and beyond intellect, how it is going to help you? It will not be even experienced. No, I experience, but I don't know. My intellect cannot understand. Don't depend on that. That is just an imagination of mind. Any experience which your intellect cannot understand is just an imagination. It is unreal. It is not the reality. It's not going to help you. Therefore, it is said that with Gyan alone there is liberation. Jnanat evatu kaivalyam. Rite jnanat na muktihi. Without understanding, without proper valid understanding, there is no liberation. No, but I experience, but my intellect cannot understand. In simple words, your intellect is still stupid. Intellect, why it cannot understand? We have all these scriptures, all the books. And these are by those people who can understand. Not only understand, but they can also tell others. All the Upanishads are there. They experience all these things, but keep it aside. No, it is flimsy. It is immaterial. Even when it comes to experiences, sincere people, they are so much devoted to right understanding that they keep aside experiences. I am not interested in any experience. I am interested only in right understanding. So there is a story of Nachiketa. You heard Nachiketa? There's an Upanishad called Kathopanishad. In Kathopanishad, Lord Death, Yamaraj, he is the teacher. And a young boy, very smart, intelligent, he comes to him. And there's a beautiful story behind it. I won't go into all that. But finally, the teacher was very happy with the student. Because 3 days he kept on waiting for him without eating anything, without drinking anything. He says, you are very devoted, very nice person. I will give you 3 boons. You can ask anything from me. 3 things I will give you free. Whatever you ask. So he says, okay, sir. And one of the things he asked was, what is there after death? After death, does Atma exist? This my Jivatma? After death, I will be there? Or after death, nothing exists? So this is my question, sir. Can you please enlighten me about this important topic? So Yamaraj was very surprised. He says, this young fellow, he wants to know about what is left after death. Death is an indication of birth and death is time. What is there beyond time? What is the timeless reality? So this young boy, how is going to understand that? Even for teachers, it is difficult to tell all that. You won't find so many teachers talking about all this Atma Gyan. So for teachers also, it is very tricky. It's not easy. They have to study, meditate, do so much sadhana. Then they can get that understanding. Otherwise, they also have to tell superficial things. Keep on doing karma. Keep on doing prayers. Keep on doing karma yoga. Why? Please tell me the answer. The answer, you can only get when your buddhi is smart. Okay, I may not be smart, sir. You are smart. Why don't you try and give it to me? But every teacher, there's so many good people, devoted, but still they have to do a lot of sadhana. So intellect, understanding the reality, it is very subtle. When we get some experiences have to be understood by your intellect. Always make it a point. Intellect is very important. If you get some experiences, don't, imagine things. Don't go after imaginary solutions also. Suppose, I've got a cancer in my stomach. It's very painful. And whenever I do bhajan of Shivji, at that time my pain goes away. So I think that Shivji bhajan is the medicine for cancer. Because the pain is not there. Whenever I do bhajan, meditation on Shivji, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, and I devote my heart and soul towards Shivji, the divinity, at that time, no stomach pain. So my stupid intellect is stupid in case if it thinks that meditation of Shivji is cure for stomach problem. Shivji is also surprised. Shivji says, I have not done anything to your stomach. I have not given any medicine. I have not given any elixir. And yet your stomach is all right. I don't know, that is your mystery. But whenever I do meditation on Shivji, my stomach pain disappears. So all these things, they are there, but they have to be understood by the intellect properly. The simple thing is there that whenever I devote my heart and soul, my attention towards something completely, I don't experience anything else. Suppose there is a lot of noise outside. You put your ear plugs inside. You don't hear anything. Ear plugs are medicine. Earplugs are medicine because whenever I put earplugs inside, the noise goes away. Earplugs are telling me that really, I promise, I have not, effaced any noise. I have not removed any noise. But your attention is not going towards that thing. I have just blocked the experiences. Is blocking the experience stopping all the problems? Is turning towards Shivji really curing my stomach? Is turning towards Atma curing your back pain? It does. Whenever I do Atma, 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 no back pain. This is the problem, is your intellect is not understanding the situation properly. This is the fact that you are not experiencing the pain. But how does your intellect analyze the situation? Various kind of psychosomatic problems are there, and in case if you turn your attention towards something, then at that time I don't experience the pain. That does not mean. Have you heard of placebo? Placebo is false medicine. Many a time, you have some headache. When we were small, my maternal grandfather, Nanaji we call, he was a very big Ayurvedic doctor, very famous. And there were people who were so much devoted to him that I am going to take medicine only from you. Whatever medicine you give, I'll be fine. It's my belief. So one day he was eating food, taking lunch. And lunch, we used to have just near the kitchen, and there was no gas at that time. It's all wood. So there was this chula, the fire, and we were sitting there. And suddenly a voice comes, Vaidji, doctor, I've got a lot of pain. Please give me some medicine. So first he told his assistant that please go and give him this medicine. All right, somebody is coming to me. I need to help him. So he suggested some medicine. He says, no, I will only take from Vaidyaji, only from him. Anything which he gives personally, I'll take that. So he says what to do. He took some ash from the wood and put it on a packet, and he sent that ash to that fellow. Rock. And at that time, that fellow was very thankful. This is from that doctor himself. He was called Vaidyaji. So Vaidyaji himself has given this medicine with his own hands to you. Oh, thank you very much. And next day he comes, he says, I'm all right. So Vaidyaji was also smiling. He says, it is your profound belief and faith that only this medicine is going to help me. Even though it was not a medicine, it was a consolation. It was just, this is called a placebo. Placebo is false medicine just for consolation's sake, just because somebody has got profound belief and intellect is not good enough. Your understanding is not good, but your faith is profound. Then you take resort of that, and some help is definitely there. In case if you properly understand all the problems, what is pain? What is the experiencer? Why do I need to experience? How does happiness and sorrow come in life? Where is the ultimate source of happiness in this world? Who am I in reality? All these things have to be appreciated by your intellect nicely. Don't be too much in a hurry to experience. If a person who is not yet intelligent, he is just getting some experiences. So you will be on a trip, you will be ignorant, and you will be endlessly seeking and seeking. That is not an intelligent way. When it came to Nachiketa, a boy, so Yamaraj said, are you really serious about knowledge? It's very difficult knowledge, my dear boy. You are asking for this knowledge of Atma Gyan. What is it which is there after death? I suggest that you go for something which will benefit you. Get a good job. I will bless you with a good job. I will bless you with a good marriage. You will get a very nice wife taking care of you, very caring, loving, intelligent. Forget about this Atma Gyan. Forget about this question that what is there beyond all these things? After death, do I exist or do not exist? Then he was not impressed by that also. Okay, I will give you a lot of money. All right? Now be happy. I will give you a big kingdom. Suddenly your lottery will open and you will become the king of some fancy land. Okay? Now smile and forget your question. Still the fellow was not very impressed. So, okay, fine, I'm going to give you a kingdom where you will remain healthy even in old age. And you will keep on enjoying there. And you have immense wealth also. Still the boy was seeing like this, not impressed. Okay, last proposition. I will send you to heaven. Because I'm the person who brings and takes people. I'm Lord of Death. So I'll assure that you will remain in heaven for a long time. And in heaven also, there are different categories. You'll get the best category there. You will be always next to Indra, the king of heavens. Still the boy is sitting. And finally he said, okay, I will give you Pani Puri. I will give you chaat. I will give you fire pan. I will give you smoky pan. Even nose and ears and everywhere smoke is coming out. So that boy says, sorry sir. I have come to you for knowledge and not these temporary experiences. You keep all these things with you. I am not interested. I will not even think about them. I will not even dream about them. I am not going to enjoy these things at all. There may be people, when they see things outside, they are fascinated, they are interested, and once they get so much interested in something, some experiences. And it's a good experience. Any experience, it's nice, it's temporary. But that boy just got one chance. Lord Death, a very wise, intelligent man is standing, and I'm asking Pani Puri. He says, no, sir. I don't want anything you can keep. I will have all these things. The world is there. But I'll never get a chance to be in your company. I will never get a chance to know the truth of life and death. I will never get a chance to know about Atma. The whole world is talking about Anatma, perishable, impermanent, temporary things which I can experience by my sense organs. I have seen in my life that whatever experiences a person gets from their sense experiences, indriyas, it does not matter at all. It is just ego fulfillment for few moments. And that memory, it goes away. How is that helping you in your life in any way? Fine, whenever you go to a new place, at least go and see. That is different. You are not devoted towards that. Now here we have two people from a far off land. They've come here not for anything else. It's only for Atmagyan. Only for the knowledge of the truth. And if in the meantime, they get some experiences, that is fine, but that is not our goal. I know that you are sincere people, you are devoted people. You have spent so much energy, resources, and time just to get some knowledge of the Atma. That is your priority. This thing, just is familiarity with the place, the city, the culture, how people live, how people eat, and what they eat, what they hear. So this is just by the way. Suppose there is a person who is only going after that. Every day, what are you going to have? Pani puri. Every day, not one day. Some intelligent people, they get one day and it's enough. Tomorrow also, no, enough. I've already got the experience. It's nice experience, but it is not intelligent. It is not good for health. It is not good for, good sleep, good intellect. It's not good for anything. It's just good for my tongue. Few moments. And gone. Finish. Why should I waste my time in such flimsy things? It is your intellect which has to understand all the experiences. God has bestowed this opportunity of various kind of experiences in life. In this world, in different parts of the world, different countries, different cultures, you are a traveler, you've seen so many places. What is all this? Just some experiences for the sense organs. Satiation of some ego-fulfilled desires, egoistic desires. When any experience comes, you should have that principle in life that my intellect has to understand that thing properly. Intellect is very important. That is why, Bhagwan is saying, I am going to give you the right knowledge. And knowledge is only by intellect. Knowledge is not by my liver. Knowledge is not by my stomach. Knowledge does not come by my kidneys. Knowledge comes only by my intellect. So polish your intellect. Make your intellect more smarter, wiser, enlightened. And the best way to make your intellect smart, wise, is to study scriptures, Gita, Upanishad, Vedanta. And all the good books, any country. When you regularly study all these things, then alone you become more wiser. You know the secret of things over here. In case if you do not make your intellect proper by study of these scriptures, you won't be able to decipher the experiences. Now, when my body is giving me pain, or my relationships are giving me pain, my friends, my finances, they are giving me problem. Either you can be disturbed, or you intelligently handle the situation and see to it that you are in command. it is not necessary that I get disturbed by them. You should never be disturbed. If you want to make your intellect very smart, the first thing Gita suggests, number one, remain positive and don't get disturbed. You are getting disturbed. You are afraid. You are fearful. What is going to happen? And this will become a problem. And never be afraid. Remain equanimous. It is called samatva. In any situation, you have to retain your equanimity. And this capacity to retain your balance in any situation. There may be very good situations which are giving me lovely experiences. Relax. First, think properly, understand properly, and thereafter do whatever your mind says. You have to, be in the command. The intellect has to be in command. So in Bhagwad Gita, there is this picture of Sri Krishna sitting on a chariot. Seen the picture of the chariot? In this chariot, there are 5 horses. And 5 horses, a lovely chariot made out of gold, which was given to him by Lord Fire, Agni Devata. So he had given him this gift, this beautiful chariot, the golden chariot. And Krishna is sitting as the driver, which is called as Sarathi. Sarathi is the word in Sanskrit for a person who drives the chariot. And the master of the chariot is sitting behind. So that was Arjuna. So this chariot is described as a human personality. Basically, this chariot is your body, mind, intellect. Your body is the chariot. Your sense organs are the horses. Your mind are the reins by which you control the horses, the strings. And the intellect is the driver, Sarathi. And the fellow who's sitting behind is the Jeeva, the I, the individuality. So for the betterment and good experiences, fulfilled life of this master, the intellect has to think where to go, where to take the chariot, because he is the driver. And then he has to control the horses with the reins, lagam. With these reins, R-E-I-N-S, reins, not R-A-I-N-S. R-A-I-N is rain coming from top. R-E-I-N-S is the strings with which we handle the horses. So, he has to control the horses. In case if you leave things on the horse, I go wherever my horse takes me. Then he'll take you in the field where green grass is there. He'll not take you on the battlefield. Wherever good thing to eat, horses are getting attracted towards that. That is their food. But the Sarathi will control the horses and thereafter they can go to any place. If you are only, planning to do what your indriyas want. Indriyas only want temporary enjoyment. And you have to learn in your life that temporary sensual experiences, they may be very, very scintillating, very joyful, but they're so flimsy and so temporary that it's a waste of time. You are not going to reach anywhere in life in case you are only motivated by sensual experiences. So this is the human personality. And the entire command is in the hand of intellect, sati. So always pray, always work hard to make your intellect smarter and wiser. And that which helps us to make our intellect nice is to get good company, wise company, good knowledge. And that is what scriptures are all about. Read Bhagwad Gita daily, nicely, deeply, meditate on that. Because it has so much beautiful knowledge that you will become a master of your life. And you will not be affected by these various experiences which come and go. Whenever there is happiness or sorrow, Gita tells us the first thing, retain your balance. Keep your balance properly. Retain your samatva. Don't be affected by good and bad outside. All these experiences, they are so temporary. By the time, you turn your head, they have gone. In second chapter, there is a famous shloka which says, Agama paino anityaha tam sitikshasva bharata. They come and go. Good experiences, very nice, and then next moment they're gone. Fire, good experience. Next moment it's gone. So don't merely experience that object, also experience the fact that this is so flimsy, so temporary, so momentary. You are investing your time, energy only in something which is so temporary. That is not a very intelligent proposition. In case if you are too much obsessed with some experience, have it once or twice and learn lessons from that. Only this much. That is all. We wasted one class for this. Huh? We could have studied Gita nicely, but we just had one temporary experience. Fine, once is all right. Good people, they have good experiences once and learn and go ahead. It's not a problem to get experiences, but not learning lessons is a problem. Experience every kind of possible thing. Experience food, experience music, experience technology, experience relationships, experience emotional proximity. Everything experience nicely. But have you learned lessons? You should not stop with experiences. Experiences have to be understood properly. Those people who keep on learning from experience, they alone become wise people. If you do not experience, if you do not learn from your experience, then experience is going to overwhelm you. It's going to dominate you. And you will have to take resort of unvalid means. Your mind is such a thing. See the beauty of mind. You can give importance to anything. In Vedanta, we call this thing as adhyarop. Shobhana to adhyas. I give importance to this thing, very, very important, very important, very important. My mind says, I want this. And because I have, superimposed importance on anything, this thing will give me joy also. It's only when you have given importance. There are so many things which we give so much importance. And depending upon the extent and intensity of importance which you have given on anything, that thing is going to give you joy in that intensity alone. Suppose I don't give importance. Will I get joy? No, Tim does not enjoy, chilies and hot things. He does not. I give him, no, try this. He says, no, Guruji, I don't enjoy this. Why don't you enjoy? Look at the other fellow. And look at that fellow, in Maheshwar, where green pepper, they were frying that green pepper. And people were buying like hotcakes. Now, is that object giving happiness or sorrow? No. It is the mind which is superimposing goodness or badness in it. Anything, with which you superimpose. Think about the superimposition. It's a very important principle. Anything which you associate importance with, you keep on thinking about that, dreaming about that, and imagining about that. Even in your dreams, it is coming. That is the extent of importance I have given towards something. If something has become important, then alone it will have capacity to give you happiness. Any person, if you give this pani puri to anyone, will everybody enjoy? No. It's only those people who like that taste, who give an importance to that taste. Learn this principle of life. Whether it is money, whether it is people, whether it is family, whether it is children, or whether it is some God. Only when your mind imposes importance towards something, then alone some happiness or sorrow will come. Otherwise, nothing in the world ever brings happiness and sorrow. Have you experienced this fact? Have you seen this fact? Nothing whatsoever brings happiness and sorrow. There may be pain, there may be ups and downs, but unhappiness does not come like that. But in case, suppose I've got a relative, somebody's wife is there, and you love her very much. If you give importance, then she will give you joy. If you don't give importance, then what happens? Divorce. You go your way, I go my way, and it was nice to be with you for so many years, but now we cannot sustain together. Goodbye, Tata. There are people, they divorce. Why do they divorce? They have lived together for so many years. And still today, now they are going to divorce. Who's the boss of Amazon? Jeff Bezos. He divorced in this late age. He had his wife, and even Bill Gates is also having marriage problems. But they have so much money that half of it goes to her, still there is a lot of left behind. But we keep on thinking that why these fellows have become 50, 60 years old, 60, 70 years old, now they're divorcing. Somebody, who's carried on with you for the whole life, now you're divorcing. Why? From technical point of view, from Vedanta point of view, the Shobhanatva Adhyas is over now. I was imagining joy in her, and my imagination has been negated. It is not that any person will give happiness and sorrow to anyone. Your wife will not give happiness and sorrow to somebody else. He doesn't care about her. So many people hanging in the world. Why should I bother? But you, my wife, so nice, so loving, so caring. You give importance to anything that becomes very joyful. See this fact. You are in command. It is not that anybody else is giving happiness and sorrow. The moment your mind cuts off, the moment your mind stops imagining, you don't see that this person is good, this person is bad, this person, is tricky, is deceptive, is evil. Suppose whatever happens, my mind can change. And whenever my mind changes, this object will not give me happiness. So what is it which is giving you happiness? Is it the person or is it your perception? Your perception about anything is what really gives you happiness and sorrow. And you are worried about, the things outside in the world and the economy and the finances and the relationships and the body and the mind and the back and on the stomach and whatnot. None of these things really bring happiness or sorrow. This is the truth of life. And it is very important. I should have known this thing earlier also. But my intellect was not intelligent. I did not know this fact properly. And therefore, I associate goodness with certain thing, and when it doesn't come, I feel sorrow. I say, why should we sorrow? Why should sorrowfulness should be there in your life? This is what you are expecting. This is what is happening in your life. So what I am talking about is importance of intelligent intellect. Intellect is the driver of your body. This chart. The body is like a car. Nowadays, maybe Krishna and thousands of years back, he gave the example of the chariot. Today I have to give example of a car. This body is like your car. And all the, indriyas are the wheels. And also the modes by which you reach out to things outside. Your mind alone, it can manage all these things. It can control all these things. intellect knows the direction. Intellect knows the secret of experiences. Every education institute should slowly make people aware of these facts. The importance of your own intellect. If your intellect is not good enough, then you are going to fritter away your life in temporary sensuous experiences. And you won't know even. There are people, who say that the whole world is suffering, there is so much sorrow in the world. Really speaking, is it a fact? There is no suffering in the world. People, they are getting only what they have superimposed on things outside. You imagine certain thing in people, in money, in sensual things, in sensual gratifications, in experiences. You are imagining certain thing, associating certain thing with all these things. If you get elated. Harsh, joy, euphoria. And you don't get it, then shok, then sorrow. I'm so unlucky person. Why you are unlucky person? I imagined that this thing will give me sweetness, but it is not giving me. What a lousy thing this pani puri is. I thought it will give me sweetness. It is giving me chilly, hot. Why do you imagine such things? You don't imagine all these things, then pani puri will never give you sorrow. In case when you see Ravan, in case you see Osama bin Laden, then why do you expect that, some divine soul has come to bless you? His blessing is with AK-47. Oh, my God is killing me. Yes, your God will keep on killing. If this is your God, if this is your understanding, stupid fellow, then you're only going to get killed. That is all. The problem is not with the world. The problem is not with the experiences. The problem is with the intellect that I'm not able to decipher. I'm not able to understand the different experiences in life. So intellect has to be very, very smart. And Bhagwad Gita, it keeps on telling us so many places. Mai buddhim niveshaya. Make your intellect smart. Become an intelligent person. You've become so old and still stupid. When are you going to get intelligent? Everything. Know everything. Trying to know everything in this life by your intellect, even the experiences, even the Atma, even the Anatma. Even the Para-Prakruti and even the Para-Prakruti. They have to be understood properly. So now let us come back. Have you understood Para-Prakruti? Para-Prakruti is anything which we can see by our sense organs, which I as an experiencer can experience in the world outside or in the body, in my senses, in my emotions, in my understanding. Anything which is different from the experiencer is all Para-Prakruti. And she is beautiful, you know that. Very nice. She is so beautiful that I tell God that, God, you please keep on waiting, I will come to you one day. One day I will come to you, but let me, have some nice time. Your Para-Prakruti is so beautiful. So Para-Prakriti is presenting the world, is presenting the whole nature. But now, what is Para-Prakriti? Understand. Don't bother to experience. Experience, if you start your desire to experience earlier, then you'll get imagination. Keep aside the desire for experience, but just understand properly. When I am there, when I am eating, then I am eater. When I am seeing, I am the seer. When I am hearing, I am the hearer. When I am feeling, I am the feeler. When I am thinking, I am the thinker. When I am enjoying, then I am the enjoyer. Now, do you wonder who is it who is sustaining all these roles? There is something. There is some reality which can become a thinker, a feeler, a seer. I don't have to imagine, I have to see, I have to know it properly. Know it properly. When you are eating some good food, when you are listening to some good music, when you are seeing a beautiful scene, a river and a big fort and all these things, and people praying on the ghats and having a nice time, so one experience. When I get any experience in life, at that time I become a seer. I become a hearer. I become an enjoyer. I'm not talking about things outside, but I'm talking about the different facets which I keep on dawning up. Right now, who are you? Hearer. You are a student who wants to study Gita. So you are hearing, you are seeing properly. But later on, when you close your eyes, you are sleeping, you are lying down, you are meditating. At that time, where is the seer? No seer. Seer I have kept aside. I can become seer later on, but right now I am not a seer. I can become a hearer, but I am not a hearer all the time. But if too much noise comes, I'll put in the plugs. I don't want to hear. You can become hearer at one moment. You can become seer at one moment. You can become eater at one moment. You can become thinker at one moment. Just see this point. You are taking different forms. It is you who's taking up different roles. Roles come and go. Roles are so transitory. Roles are so changing. Roles are so ephemeral. They change. But one question should come in your mind. Who am I who is taking up these roles? There is somebody, and it is not beyond the clouds, it is right here. Right now, I am somebody who's taking up the role of a hearer, student, seer. And when I quieten my mind, I'm not a seer. At that time, I am there. I am not an eater. At that moment also, I am there. So there is one I which can take up any role. And that I, even when you are not taking any role, that is still there. Is that clear? I think it's simple. It is just like an actor. In one film, in one movie, this actor became a king. And in the other movie, this actor became a soldier. In the third, he became the enemy. So he takes up different roles. When the role is not there, then what is there? Just the actor. The reality of the actor. When I am not a seer, hearer, thinker, doer, seeker, I can become all these things. I've got this capacity. I can take up any role. But have you wondered, when you are not any role, you are still there. How are you going to describe yourself at that time? Guruji, I am a seer. What seer? You are not seeing anything. Am I the hearer? You cannot be classified as a hearer because you are not hearing anything. I may be the experiencer, but you are not experiencing anything. Are you still there? Yeah, I am very much there, but I am not a hearer, but I am not a thinker, but I am not a experiencer, but I am there. And that I can not only give up any roles, it can take up any roles. You can become some new experience, smeller. Okay, you can become a smeller. But you can give it up also. So, in and through all our experiences of life, we can take up any role, we can give up any role, but we are so obsessed by these experiences outside. Our greater importance and attention is there. What did you see? What did you experience? I saw Hanumanji, golden Hanumanji. I saw a beautiful river. I saw an ancient fort. You see, my attention is outside. And when my attention is obsessed by things outside, I miss some points. Some things are there, but I'm missing them. What are you missing? Number one, when I am eating, seeing, hearing, at that time I am taking roles. See the fact first. You have become an eater, you have become a hearer, you have become a thinker, you have become an experiencer. You have taken up these roles. Do you see this fact? And you also see this fact that you can give up any role. You can sit down quietly in meditation. You can sit down quietly when you are going to sleep, when you are praying. And what is the status, the state of I at that time? Who are you at that time? You are there. Are you dead? No, I'm not dead. I'm living entity, conscious entity, existing entity. Yet I don't have any limitation on being an experiencer. To become an experiencer is my freedom, is my discretion. God has blessed me. I can become an experiencer, I can become a seer, eater, thinker. But right now, I have given up. Everything kept aside. I'm just I. My real identity has to come from that. When somebody asks, who are you? Then should I say that, I am a person of this much age. I am a doctor, I am an engineer, I am a computer guy. Who's asking about your profession? I'm not interested in your profession. I'm asking about who are you? No, I'm son of my father. Why do you bring your father here? Okay, I'm son of my mother. Can you keep aside your mother also? No father, mother. No job. No finances. No rich or poor. No thinker or eater or feeler. All these things I can take up. But right now I've given up. I'm relaxing, I'm sleeping, I'm meditating. No rules. What is that? That is Para-Prakruti. So Para-Prakruti is something you can experience, you can understand. And this thing, when you're going to die, and you will die one day, be ready for that. Really speaking, you will never die, but this entity will die. Because it is manifested. Whoever dies, there are no experiences. Even the experience of I is not there. When you are in unconscious state, at that time also you don't experience anything. When you are in deep sleep, you don't experience anything. But today, when you sit in meditation, you have the freedom not to become an eater, thinker, feeler, experiencer. All these things can be kept aside, and just this I can exist. That I, which is independent. That I which is not dependent on things outside. You are just there. But free from all limitations. You're not small. You're not big. You're not fat. You're not thin. You're not rich. You're not poor. Nothing. You're not Indian. You're not Russian. That I is not Russian or Indian. It is just pure existence, which is blessing everyone. Whether you are Indian, whether you are Russian, whether you are American, anyone, the same I is there in everyone. So this I, which has shed off all the roles. So there is a question that who is it which is sustaining all these roles? Yayedam dharyate jagat. That which is sustaining and that which is manifesting as Jeeva. Jeeva bhutam mahabaho yayedam dharyate jagat. Your entire world, your entire life is being borne by, sustained by this existing conscious reality. And you know that, you experience that. You know that, you don't know that. Very clearly. When you quieten your mind, then that I is a matter of our experience. I is there. But how fat is that I? How expansive is that I? What are the limits of that I? I don't know. It is there, but it is limitless. For how long you have been there, this consciousness, this conscious reality, Sat Chit, effulgent existence. Sat Chit is effulgent existence. Deep down in your personality, you are effulgent existence. This effulgent existence, it has manifested as this me. And thereafter, this me can take up any role. I can see, I can enjoy, I can eat, I can drink. I can dance, I can sing, I can do puja, I can do service, I can do business, I can do some seva in the ashram, some painting, some dishes. I can do anything. And I can keep everything aside also. This is the secret of my life. So these are the two Prakriti. One Prakriti which I can don up anytime, take up anytime, and the other Prakriti is all the time behind, sustaining itself. But the problem is our attention is not there. Our importance is not there. Our realization is not there. We have associated ourselves with certain job, with certain profession, with certain monetary status and what a country and whatnot. And that is what we are always introducing ourselves as, I am so and so. Number one, I can, don up any role. And after donning up any role, I can give importance to anything I like. I give importance to sweets. I like sweets. And when I get some sweets in front of me, something happens and I get joy. But the sweet is saying that I am not giving you any joy. What are you dancing at? I am not giving any joy. It says, don't, lie, you are giving me joy. You are such a nice, sweet girl. Sweet, sweet girl, sweet, sweet mithai. You are giving me joy. She says, I'm telling you the truth. I'm not giving you any joy. But how do I get joy? You imagine anything on me and then you get joy. It is your imagination, your reflected joy. Originally, nothing is giving you joy. So this is the right understanding of the intellect. Jnanam teham. I'm going to give you Jnana and Vigyan. So first understand what is Para-Prakruti, what is a Para-Prakruti. Intellect. Don't think that, Para-Prakruti you cannot experience. What nonsense. You can definitely experience. There has to be a teacher who has to show to you. That is important. You're experiencing all the time. But that which you are experiencing is not the ultimate Atma. Atma is one step ahead than that also. But at least go to Para-Prakruti. In case if you go to Para-Prakruti, then alone there are chances that you will reach Brahman also, the ultimate reality also. To turn towards Para-Prakriti is one of the most beautiful objective of meditation. Meditation is that every day keep aside all Para-Prakriti on the side and just be what you are, effortlessly. To be Para-Prakriti, there is no effort required. But to take up any role in the world, lot of effort is required. So the nearest thing about yourself is Para-Prakriti. So every day, sit down for some time, quiet, and keep aside all the roles. No eating, no thinking, no drinking, no listening, no dancing. First, experience that. See that you have the freedom and the power to keep everything aside. And when you keep everything aside, you experience your real you, the real I. So be familiar with that. Become more accustomed to your real reality. What I am seeing and what you are seeing is not me or you. It is deep inside, after negating all these things, that self-effulgent existence. That is the me and that is the you. So in this way, we have again discussed on the basis of our experiences what is Para-Prakriti and Para-Prakriti. We have also seen today the importance of intellectual understanding. Intellect is very important. When teacher is teaching, your intellect has to be wise. When you are experiencing, your intellect has to learn from that experiences. Always keep on learning good experiences, good lessons from every experiences. So intellect important, Para-Prakriti very important to know. And what is ultimately Para-Prakriti? That is not merely something to be automatically experienced. You can wake up to that and be that, understand that, experience that also. So this is our subject matter till the 6th shloka. Now we will enter the 7th shloka in our next class. Okay? Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnama Purnameva Vashishyate Om Shanti Hari Om Shri Hari Om Namah Parvati Har Har Mahadev Narmade Har Bolo Ganga Maiya Ki Jai.